Welcome to page 8, Open 1-3 and Mixing Melodies. We learned in our last one that we use first finger, second, third, and fourth. We are going to skip over second finger today and for actually the rest of this book. Second finger is going to go down with all of the fingers, but we're not actually going to learn second finger until the next book. We're going to learn third finger. So we play open A. If you let's flip our music around and let me point to this so that you get a visual for what I'm doing. So you have A, B, quarter notes, which you learned in the last page. Then we have a new note that goes up one, so we have a space and then a line. So it goes one note higher, and it's an open circle, so we know it's a half note. Now look at the little, what everyone now calls a hashtag. I know it as a numeral sign. In music, it's called a sharp. And a sharp raises a note by a half step, which we won't learn specifically right now, but I want you to know what that means. So this note is A, this is B, this would be C, but now it has this little sharp in front of it, which makes it C sharp. And C sharp on our A string, A, B, C sharp is third finger. And third and second are going to go down. They're like twins in a family. So both of them go down together. They are going to be dressed alike. They're going to do everything the same, just for the premises of learning this. So let's try open 1-3. So we start on A, B, then third and second come down. Repeat that. Then come back down. And then if you look at your music, you have a measure with no notes in it. What do we do with that? Well, we're going to learn a new term today that's called a rest. This rest looks like a top hat that's spun over onto the bottom of the line, and that's called a whole note rest. That means that for those 4 counts, you're going to be silent. And in those 4 counts, what I would like you to do as a student is readjust your position, look at everything, make sure you've got it the way you want it to be, and then you can go back and repeat the A, B, C sharp, or you can go on to the next one. Again, these are pattern oriented, so don't let yourself go, oh, look, it's the same. I'll just go, next string, next string, next string, same notes, same pattern. We want to make sure we're merging those 3 things: the hearing of the note, the name of the note, where it is on your cello, and so that doesn't become a confusing thing. I want you to be able to look, if you spin your music around, I want you to be able to look at this note and go, bam. I know where it is. I know what it sounds like. And if we can do that early on in your lessons, you will have created less hurdles for you as you get farther along in your playing. So practice open 1-3. It's A, B, C sharp on the A string. If we go to the neck after the rest, after the whole note rest, we're going to go D, E. Then the next note would be F, but it's got a sharp by it, so it's F sharp, and that's third finger. Then we are on the D string. We have a measure of rest. Assess everything, relax, go to the G string, play G, A, which you've already learned, and we're going to add the B after that A. Oh, hey, you know a B over here. How is that B and this is B too, you may ask. We haven't learned octaves yet, but we will in music because our alphabet is A through G and then repeats itself every time you hit another A it's called an octave. So if you count your alphabets, and we'll talk about this in the book a little bit later down the road, but just know that these are octave Bs. So G, A, B natural. Well, B doesn't have a sharp by it. How come it's still third finger? That will be something we'll learn in a few pages down, but this is B, regular B, no sharp, no flat by it. See that? Nothing by it. So G, A, B. And we do that pattern on the G string. Make sure you're playing, saying the notes out loud, and looking at your music. I can't emphasize that enough, to do that as an early student. If you do those things, it's just like learning addition and subtraction. Before you get to the point of being able to do division and multiplication, if you don't have that foundation, it makes everything else harder. So learn your notes, where they are, what they sound like, and where they are on your cello as well as on the staff. So the next step, we go to the C string. Well, C, D, we already know. Then after D comes E. Also no sharp or flat. It's regular E. A, C, D, E. C, D, E. So practice this one with a mixture of quarter notes, half notes. Allow time for, in the space of the rests, to adjust your position, make sure you're comfortable, set your bow on the string, make sure everything's right. And then if we look at the bottom of page 8, this is a test for you as well, nothing you get graded on, but it will show you if you really know these notes, because this is only third finger, first finger, open string on all, I don't think it goes down to the G string, yes, because we're learning actually pieces. We're learning Mary Had a Little Lamb, Hot Cross Buns, those kinds of things, and this is the introduction to those. So you will go down to the G string here with this B, but you're not going to go to the C string. It'll be mostly A and D string.